This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's my pleasure to meet here with you in these online lessons. In this video, we're going to take a look at dominant seventh chords that have a flatted ninth added to them. And of course, we've got a couple voicings that we're going to work on that work great for this type of chord. And we'll use these, we'll practice them right in a chord progression. We'll play that chord progression along with bass and drums accompaniment so we can really get the sound of these and get a feel for how we would use them in real context in playing in an ensemble. So it's going to be great. This video accompanies lesson 29 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. In the book, we're going to start off on pages 188 and 189. You can see an explanation there for this type of chord, and you can also see some chord diagrams that go right along with the ones I have up here on the board for this chord type. And then we're going to go over to page 190, and we're going to play chord progression number 1, so it's going to be great. Let's go ahead and get started here. Now, the dominant seventh flat 9 chord. In the last video we looked at the dominant seventh sharp 9 chord. This one's just like that, only we have a flat 9 instead of a sharp 9. So our dominant seventh chord naturally has the root, the third, the fifth, and the flatted seventh. So that's what our normal dominant seventh chord has in it. 1, 3, 5, flat 7. We've learned about all of that before. Now we're adding a flat 9 to it, and that means taking step 2 and flatting it. So step 2 is naturally a D in the key of C, which is where I am exemplifying this here. So that would be a D flat. And then the ninth is that pitch 1 octave higher. So we're going to play it in the higher range in the voicing, and we get the flat 9. So root, 3, 5, flat 7, and flat 9. Now, a lot of times when we're playing these voicings on the guitar, we have to omit the fifth, and we've learned about that before. So we get that flat 9 sound there. Let's take a look at these voicings I have up here on the board. I'm going to demonstrate these with the root at the 6th fret. So that'll be B flat at the 6th fret for that 6th string, and E flat at that 6th fret for the 5th string. Of course, we've got the 6th string form here on the left and the 5th string form over on the right. Wherever we put that root note is the version we're playing. So in this case, it'll be B flat and E flat as I demonstrate these. So with the 6th string form, we're going to put our index on that root. Middle is in the same fret as the root on the 4th string. Ring finger 1 fret higher on the 3rd string. We're going to skip over the 2nd string, and then our pinky is going to be in that same fret 1 fret higher than the root on the top string. We don't play the 2nd string or the 5th string, and we get a nice and easy dominant 7 flat 9 chord. This one does not have the 5th. So that's how that one works. Let's look then at the 5th string form. With this one, we're going to put our middle finger on the root, index on the next string, 1 fret lower. Ring finger comes back to the same fret as the root on that next string. And then we're going to be barring over with our index finger to catch that flat 9, 1 fret lower than the root on the 2nd string. You do have the option of grabbing with your pinky in the same fret as the root on that high string if you want to. I put it in parentheses because it's not necessarily, and when I usually play this chord, I usually leave it off. So when I just play the inside 4 strings and meet that top string, or if you want to, you can grab that 5th on top with your fingers. So just whichever way you prefer to play it. Most of the time I prefer to play it without that note on top. So that's how those work, and you may just want to go back and forth between them just to kind of get used to fingering those chords. We're going to jam together on the chord progression though here in the video now. So over on page 190, we're going to go through chord progression number 1. We're going to do it twice, first at a slower tempo and then a faster tempo. You'll notice there that the chords are just written with the roots. There isn't an actual chord symbol for each one, and that's because we're using that same progression to practice all 6 chords taught in this lesson 29, and even the other 8 ones that are explained here as well. So we can practice any of those chords that are explained with this chord progression, so that's why the root movement is there, but not the actual voicing, as we will practice with as we continue through the lesson and play the other chord progressions found in with lesson 29 later on. For now though, we'll just start off with that C9, then go to F9, sorry, I should say C7 flat 9, F7 flat 9, B flat 7 flat 9, and so on and so forth. I'm just going to use the basic do, dot strumming pattern as we and get started with these. We've done that a lot before. That allows us to just focus on these new chords. All right, it's going to be great. Let's play this. Okay, awesome. In the next video, we're going to take a look at dominant 7 sharp 5 sharp 9 chords. So we're going to have altered fifths coming in right along with our altered ninths now. It's going to be great. Take care, and I'll see you again. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.